Welcome back, guys. Before we get continuing with the Act 1 Druid here, there is another very low level unique that we're still looking for on the Holy Grail, the Pelta Lunata. Should be an item level of 3, so we actually probably should have done this a few levels ago. But let's quickly gamble that bad boy, and then we can get carried on with the episode. No way we got it already. Let's go. That was so quick. Another Grailer off the list. Alright, perfect. So we got the Gull and the Pelta. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. I can't believe we gambled these. And now the Grail is down to 20 items. Unbelievable. Okay, we got Tristram to do. Let's get back into Act 1. I've been spending a lot of time grinding out the hardcore challenge. If you guys haven't seen the video, we are doing a hardcore paladin. No stats, no mercenary allowed. It's driving me crazy. It's going to be really difficult. And I'm doing everything I can to kind of give myself a little bit of an advantage. So, kind of taking the time to do that. But doesn't mean we don't have time for the Druid. It is, of course, Players 8, in case anybody was doubting. We'll probably just keep taking the Poison Creeper. I mean, Oak Sage would be nice, but don't really think we need it. Feels weird putting points into stats. I can't get too used to that. Don't want to accidentally put them in on the Paladin. Ruin the whole challenge. Yeah, it's pretty crazy because the Druid here has 200 health, and we're working with about 140 right now on the Paladin, and he's level 20. So, yeah, it's quite different. This Poison Creeper is really great. I got some comments that it was probably usable, like, well into Nightmare, if not Hell. Zoo build is just actually viable right now, so pretty sweet, but I think we'll probably switch it up at some point. Like, I'm not too opposed to trying new builds, and you know me, I'm always abusing the the stat allocation. Resets on resets, so as we level and as we kind of have more items available to us, I'd really like to try a werewolf build out. I think it'll be a lot of fun. But you can't go wrong with the Poison Creeper. This isn't something that I've necessarily spent too much time with. Like, this is not my normal build. If I was going what I would normally go, let's say like 5-10 years ago when I used to play Lord of Destruction, I probably would be using Molten Boulder right now. Just because that's just the way that I saw it. Like, we're elemental. The summons don't do anything. Only the elements. But this Poison Creeper damage is crazy. 162 to 176 over 4 seconds. Pretty freaking sweet. And every level is an extra about 10%. That's crazy. I don't know how it's going to do against Andy. That's my only thing. Like, how is it going to do against the bosses? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. I did use Poison Creeper a little bit when we were doing the hardcore Druid, but we were also using Fisher by then, I think. Like, by the time we got to Andy, I was like, oh yeah, fire. Everybody knows fire's good against Andy. That's just the way it goes. For some reason, Blizzard gave her disgustingly low fire res. But I'll take it.
Bars can't hold a force of nature.
Bars can't hold the force of nature. I don't really remember other characters having voice lines in the jail. Maybe I'm just being ignorant, though. Ooh, we'll take that stand pot. We'll take that stand pot, too. Stamina pots I've definitely gotten used to actually buying them. They're so free. Like, I mean, the vendors sell them from the get-go, and it really helps you out in the early game when you have very little stamina. I mean, even as you put your points into vitality, 100, 150 vitality, it's still not that much. It's not until like the mid-game when you start to really worry less about stamina. So annoying. Now we still do have some other low-level uniques that I'd like to get on this character, but they're not all going to be gambleable. Okay, we still have some other uniques, such as... Actually, we did get the Scepter. One of them was a Scepter. I think it's Nell Striker? We did get that on stream the other day, on Sunday, so that's actually not a problem anymore. But the Short Staff we also need, which I don't think you can gamble, so... We might have to do some MFing. Ooh, nice map. But I just don't think it's efficient on this character. It was efficient on this character to gamble. Because, you know, fair enough, right? But I think it would probably be a better idea to just, like, do normal cows on the Sorceress and just absolutely shred. Okay, what's going on with these maps? Let's go. You love to see it. But yeah, I mean, like, if we go and try to farm on this character, I mean, we do have the gulls, so we're kind of popping off in the MF department. 100 MF. Pretty crazy, but obviously not the most efficient. It'd be a fun little challenge to kind of see how long that would take. Also not so efficient. I mean, we're getting down to the point where we're, you know, like I said, below 20 items. So at this point, efficiency does really matter because we might be on the last few items for a very long time. Like the Tyrios might. Like, who knows how long that'll take. So the more time we waste on trying to find low-level items that we're really just unlucky to not have by now. Okay, come on. Ah, oh, that hurts. That hurts. But you know what? I don't even care. I don't even care because really what I'm doing here is just enjoying the fact that I'm not playing hardcore. Enjoying the fact that dying, it's okay. It's just really, really embarrassing. And that's all. Hopefully that doesn't happen with the Paladin. But I mean, right, with 240 health, literally 100 health more.
The supernatural is strong here.
I'm still dying. If you guys haven't seen the Paladin playthrough, check it out. I should have more episodes like every other day from this point forward. And it's really rough. So if you guys have advice, I'm all ears. Practically begging at this point. I had a really good time on the weekend doing the 500 subscriber special with you guys. If you guys didn't see it, we did Diablo 1 from start to finish. It was so much fun. It was great to get back into Diablo 1 after, oh my goodness, probably a decade since I played it last. Super nostalgic. Maybe some Diablo 3 and or Diablo 4 playthroughs coming soon. Maybe 1,000 subscribers special. I don't know. Maybe just for fun at this point. Like, I'm just having a good time. It only took 5.5 hours to get through Diablo 1. Doesn't necessarily mean the game is that short. I feel like when I played it as a kid, I would not have beaten it in 5.5 hours. But now that I'm a professional Diablo player, it's a little bit different, you know? Also, I mean, Diablo 1 just kind of holds true to the Diablo, what would you call it? The stamp of Diablo. Casters being broken. In a good way, of course. We played a sorcerer and yeah. He just absolutely melted everything. It was fantastic. As soon as we got teleport, I felt right at home. And that's kind of like the main reason I want to try the wolf on this character. Is because at some point, when we unlock the Enigma, by hitting the required level that is, I'm probably just going to want to play that. So we got to take advantage of this moment where we're not ready for teleport yet. Play through the wolf. I just want a melee weapon. If I can find like a decent melee weapon in my one of my mules, then I know that we'll have a good time. My god, what a terrible map. Going the wrong way just cost me like a full 3 minutes.
I need a key.
I need a key. Look at us. We're wearing some good gear. We got the Hand of Brock, the Lenimo, the Hotspur, the Biggins, the Gull, the Pelta. That's some good stuff, man. That is some sweet early game gear. I feel like we're using all of the relevant early game uniques. Like, I don't know what we'd possibly be missing. Level 16, we definitely do have some upgrades in the inventory, don't we? I'm thinking Eye of Etlich. Ooh. Yep. Beauty. A little bit of mana, and an extra skill point. That's what I'm talking about. Now we're decked out. Ooh. I am curious to see how long Andy's gonna take. Like, I'm not too worried, but it's hard to control the vine. Like, yeah, you can cast him on top of the enemy and it works, but it's not like foolproof, you know? Sometimes it doesn't quite hit. Come on, where are those beautiful stairs at? If you guys are watching this on release, it'll be Wednesday, which means that tonight we will be playing the Hardcore Barbarian on stream again, and that's been a lot of fun. Warcry for the first time, we're about to get in. Actually, we're about to start Hell, I believe. So all we need to do is get past Act 1. Now I'm trying to think about it, actually. Did we? I can't remember where we left off now that I think about it. I kind of feel like we already passed Act 1. I don't know. All I know is that the Hardcore Druid died in Act 1. I just want to make it a little bit past that. I wish I had more time for streaming, because it's so sad to go 1 week without either the MFing on Sundays, where we do our Terrazone Mephisto runs as of right now, and the hardcore on Wednesday. 1 week is such a long time. Unfortunately, real life does come first. Ooh, Hawkhelm? Oh, no way. Poison Creeper Hawkhelm. Sorry, Biggin. Don't need your bonnet no more. See, like, even Spirit Bex right here is taking a little while to take down. So I can only kind of imagine that Andy's going to be a little bit slow here. But it is what it is. We'll get through it. Honestly, my attack damage is not that bad. Okay. Hopefully we get a nice clear map here. Okay, she's kind of going for the creeper. Pretty slow. But doable for sure. It's a little bit rough with this cold damage that I'm putting out because I can't really tell if she's still poisoned or not. But let's get some antidotes and some potions and slowly chip away at her. Should be good. Not like we're coming close to death anyways, but... It's really crazy to power spike sometimes. Like, I feel like on some characters, you get to the bosses, like Andariel and such, and it really does not feel that much harder than the rest of the act. But then on some builds like this, it's just night and day difference. Like, I felt the same way with the Paladin. Like, when we were doing Act 2, it was no problem, really. And then you get to Duriel, and the Holy Freeze just really slows you down. And Duriel is basically one-shotting you. It's like... I get it. They're the bosses, they're the end of the act, but... Give me a break. Please. Like... 275 to 300 poison damage. And it's taking this long. Well, at least she goes for the vine. Just a little bit slow. We need a few more potions. This is just how it has to be. It always sucks having just these little potions in Act 1 normal. I really wish the vendors, like the potions would scale with your level or something. Maybe at like level 12 or 15 or something, the vendors could sell me better potions instead of having to wait for Act 2. It especially sucks if you're ever going back to Act 1 and doing anything, and you go to buy your potions from Akara, and there's still just the little minor ones. Like, hello. I have Act 4 unlocked. Just sell me greater healing potions. Alright, Andy, you better draw me something insane for this. Look at all that gross vine stuff on the ground. Weird. It's so weird. Look at that. Ew. It's like they all have mouths. I don't like that. Very uncomfortable. Come on, Vine. You're doing a good job. I can only imagine how bad this is going to be against Duriel, but at the same time, if I switch to Werewolf, is it going to be any better? Because that Holy Freeze is so bad for melee characters. I think Fisher worked pretty well against Duriel. Anything that moves a lot, Fisher does a lot of damage to. I don't want to be lame. I don't want to be lame and go fire. Okay, come on. Surely this is it. Alright. Thank goodness. Wow. That was rough. That was actually really slow. Oh well, what can you do? Act 1 completed at long last.
Hello.
Okay, I think there is one more item. The Blink Bat's form, the leather armor. I have to double check the item level, but I think we can gamble that next on this character. I remember checking it previously, and it was a little bit higher than what level I was. So I think I may have gone a little bit too high, but still, we can still gamble it. We'll leave that for the next episode, though. For now, I think we've got some decent upgrades. We got the stealth. We actually found a 1 to poison creeper helmet, which is crazy. And for now, the rest of it will have to do until we can start using some of these upgrades. Alright, guys. If you're still watching, thank you so much for being here. Catch you in the next one. Shout out to the Double D lover members that you see on the screen, and of course a special shout out to Little Hootison and Anna Varen for being Double D fanatics. If you guys want to support the channel, consider becoming a member. The link is in the description below. Thank you so much.